there.
Whoa. That's smart, right?
If you think that's far, you see me hit a softball.
We're on a boat with my guest Drake Beranek this week. Kearney boys basketball coach Drake. He's an outdoorsman. I am not. So, first of all, Drake, thank you for setting up our fishing trip and our fishing tour guides, which we'll probably introduce you to later.
Yep.
Let's just get right to it. Kearney basketball culture is what?
That's a good question. We ask people all the time, like, what do we want to be known as when somebody watches us play that doesn't know anything about us or just comes in the gym. And I really just want our kids to be known as the guys that do little things right and play tough and get more out of maybe their abilities than maybe what we should, and together and just all those terms that everybody brings up. But man, our kids really buy into it, and I think we've done a pretty good job of that up to this point.
What this is year what for you at Kearney?
Geez, I think I'm
8,
going
9?
on 8. I think it is 8. I'm not very good at math.
That's why you're outdoor. What was it? Outdoor
pursuits. That's why I teach outdoor pursuits class. That's the fishing and kayaking class that we have at Kearney High. Shameless plug for all the fun things that we got at Kearney High for sure.
Fishing, outdoor pursuits sounds like something I probably wouldn't take. But
it's a class you should have took so you knew how to fish a little bit. I gotta be out here teach you how to cast and stuff.
I'm doing all right. I usually have the push button cast though. That's the.
Well, this way.
Is that like for 12-year-olds?
That's lower than that. I mean, my daughter's gonna be moving to a spinning rod here pretty quick, I think.
Is that what this thing's called?
Yeah.
Let's see.
And that's not bad.
That's not bad.
We'll take that.
Come on. So, first of all, I guess I really want to talk about your experiences in basketball, right?
Yep.
So, walked on at Nebraska. Let's just talk about that, I guess, first.
Yeah.
When we get to high school and all that stuff later. But walked on at Nebraska. How was that? Played for Doc, right?
Awesome. Yeah, just the relationships that I was able to create there. I mean, they're just you can't put a price tag on something like that. And the players, the coaches, the support staff, it's unbelievable how well Nebraska does at setting you up for success during college and then after. And so just can't say enough good things about the school and Coach Sadler and the people that he had helping him. And then I learned a lot about basketball too, so that was just a side bonus.
And then after Nebraska, you went to Ravenna, right?
I went to Ravenna for high school.
Yeah. Or Wood River? Or where was it? Where's your first job?
I was at Hurrdat.
Hurrdat, that's it.
It's a purple school. You were close.
It was purple. I was getting.
You were close.
Really close.
You
Trying to go from memory too.
I hear you. Yeah. So at Hurrdat for 2 years, I actually student taught and coach at the same time.
Oh wow.
So I was.
It must have been hard up for a basketball coach then.
Yeah, I mean it's. I had a good interview, I think. But yeah, it was fun. I knew I wanted to get into coaching. I was there in between Holdridge and Nebraska. I was a GA at Hastings College with Lance Creech.
Yeah.
And then I was at Doane College with Coach Weeks. And so when you put it all together, and I learned from Creech and Weeks and Tom Kropp at UNK and my dad obviously in high school.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people that I was able to pick pieces of things that I liked from everybody and kind of morph it all together.
Those are your coaching influences, I would imagine?
Yeah, I mean that's the nuts and bolts of it, and you kind of talked about it earlier, but Coach Kropp and UNK was really influential in my own playing career.
Yeah. I skipped that part.
I grew up and went to camps with, I think I actually went to some of the Heisier ones way back when, and then was able to do that, and then went and played there. So that was huge. And then Coach Heisier from Papio South was really influential at our Ravenna success too. It's one of my dad's good coaching buddies, and he definitely had his hand stamped all over that. Jim Weeks also came up, did a few camps for us. So there's some big time Nebraska names that I've been able to learn from and try to become a better coach because of them.
So let's talk about your dad, right?
Yep.
Obviously a huge factor in you and your brothers' lives, plural brothers.
Yep.
Outside of basketball, what do you think he taught you the most?
It's kind of morphed into it, and we didn't get to make too many excuses. And he was always trying to make us find the positive in any situation. And it sounds a little cliche, but man, there's so many times where if you're looking for the positive, you can see it. But if you're concentrated on the negative of a situation, then that's what you see. And so he really instilled a competitive, tough mindset, and I think that's probably one of the most important things, was just how you look at certain situations and find a way to make it a better situation. I also know the color wheel really well. He's an art teacher.
He's an art teacher, that's right.
So if anybody wants to know the complementary color of purple, I can tell you it's yellow.
I could not tell you.
And I remember that because of the Lakers. And then you do the same thing with the Denver Broncos. Orange complement is blue. Okay? And then you got obvious one is green and red for Christmas.
Right.
So, that's my dad helped me to be a well-rounded individual, we'll say.
Yeah, and playing for him, that was fun. First of all, you guys were really good.
Yeah.
So, what is your most memorable game playing for your dad? I think I might know, but I'll let you.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of resurfaced a little bit last year. It was probably the Bellevue West game. I mean, it's not. It's one that's tough just because we didn't win, but we played well at times, and our class was pretty competitive, and it's definitely one that we wanted to win, had a lot of pride in going in there and competing hard, but it's one of those things where you can continue to learn and find ways to be better at things. And so that was a huge game for us. Obviously winning the state championship for the first time in a while at Ravenna was really big, going undefeated. You dirty rat. And so those were big games for us, for
Our
sure.
tour guy got a fish.
That thing. You need to see that.
Oh, is that big? Oh, that is? Okay. Is that big or small?
That's bigger.
Bigger. About a 3.
We wouldn't
Look at that baby.
We wouldn't throw it out of the boat for eating crackers. I'll say that.
Oh, I think I got one. Very much so. Airballed that one.
Not as big as yours. But I'm taking a fish. Hey, give us a little jumper there, huh? My daughter calls it a big mouth bass. Whoa, whoa!
All right.
Net job.
All right, I'm next. I'm the only one.
You take them off too?
Nope. It's all you.
This is what you guys call a nice little 3-pound largemouth on the Senko with the 6-pound fluorocarbon and the sponsored by Luz.
I'm not even sure what any of that means, but sure.
We're not sure what half the stuff you say means.
That's fine. I'm the only
All
one
right.
that hasn't caught a fish yet.
Mike, we got to get this on the. Come on now.
We gotta get one.
Get in here. Better get on video.
I'm not touching it.
You gotta touch it.
If I catch one, I'll touch it. You guys watch out, because I'm not sure. I'm gonna get in your
Whip
line.
it.
Yep, that went far.
Put on him.
Let us see it.
You're getting one. You're getting one. Isn't he getting one? Look at his line.
Yeah.
Hammer it.
Yank back.
Hammer it.
Oh, yeah.
Hammer it. Hammer it. All right. Now slow down. Now slow. Yeah, you got it. Now go. Attaboy.
Lift your right tip up.
There you go.
Oh, I couldn't be.
Oh man.
Okay. All right. We're good. There's the jumper.
Oh, it's a little one.
Well, you got to start somewhere. There we go. That's good. That's good. Yep.
Yep. There you go. Good job.
Let it run. Let it
Yep.
run.
Bring it up.
Now don't reel anymore.
I'm not gonna.
Just bring it in, baby. Bring it in.
Hey!
All right.
Right.
Look at these guys.
It's a very little fish.
No, that's not. See, the problem is you started seeing.
That's not little?
That's not a bad fish. That's a
I
good
caught
fish
that.
for you.
That's the biggest fish I've ever caught in my life.
You started out looking at the Big 12 of the fishing, okay? And this is there's nothing wrong with this. This is the G pack,
Is this the G pack or like low major?
low major. I'll give you low major.
G pack would be the little baby one.
No, G
No,
pack's
G-Pack's
still
good basketball.
That is good basketball. I'm telling you, there's a lot of good players and
Look
good
at
coaches.
that. Do I gotta touch it?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Now
How
they
do
don't
I
have
do
teeth.
this? What?
They don't have teeth. They just have it's like sandpaper. So you're just gonna stick your thumb right in their mouth. You'll be fine. My daughter's doing
Like
it.
this?
Yep.
I'm sorry, what?
Stick your thumb right there.
Right there?
Pinch it. Pinch it. Oh my gosh.
Is it gonna?
No, I think it do nothing. Grab
I feel
it.
like it's gonna smash me.
You're fine. Grab it. I'm getting one. Judas, this is big. No, you take this. Jeepers, criminy.
Oh, I got one too. We're double. No.
All right, not as big as I thought, but it's still not bad.
I'll net him.
See, these tournament
If I
fishermen.
get another one, I'll get it.
Oh,
Judas.
You're gonna put this one.
I'll grab yours.
Look at that. Practice
Well,
that.
that's a big one.
Well,
Bigger
this
than
is-
mine.
Yeah, this is.
It's bigger than the one I got.
Well, everybody would expect that.
Well, of course. All right. Talked a little high school. What do you have kids, right?
Yep.
You like to be outdoors.
Yep.
How do you balance everything? You're married, have young kids too.
Yeah.
That's something I challenge. It's a challenge.
Yeah, I can't imagine how many miles you put on and how many things you got to buy your wife in order to go do all the things you do. I'm a teacher on a teacher salary. I got to pick and choose a little bit. So I like to be active, doing things outside. I think it's important for people to be unplugged a little bit and not always be on, even though you're really good at it, social media and things. And so trying to encourage my kids to be outside, trying to encourage our players to be outside. We did a softball team this year that was a
really?
alumni softball for our basketball team. So I had a bunch of former players that played on it, a couple coaches, and we're able to get out there and compete together again. And it's just fun to be outside and compete.
Talk about, you brought it up, like former coaches. I feel like Coach Moran had a pretty big influence with you.
Huge. And so I went golfing with him today, and it was, we've done it for a couple years now. It was Fletcher and Connor, my brother,
yeah.
versus me and Moran. We went to Wild Horse and did a little golf and did a little scramble, and it was really fun. Moran was a huge asset to me, especially early on in a young career.
Mm-hmm.
Just his experience that he's had and the success that he's had. I'm not perfect by any means, but to help me get organized, help me understand who I am as a coach, and then just is able to talk to kids in a way that they can respond well to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was probably one of the things that we've been missing is just his intentional relationships that he has with his kids, coming into practice and seeing how they're doing, talking to them about things that they need to improve on. And so he's still around. He's still a part of our program and helps out. But
I saw him sitting in the stands at a game last year.
there would be times where I'll look up at him and see what we need to do.
And he probably goes like this.
Yeah. He'll tell me. Just he does it in the nicest way possible. So that's why another reason why I love Coach Moran is he's got a great heart.
Yeah,
And,
you said intentional. Sorry,
No, you're good.
you
You're
said
good.
intentional conversation.
Yeah. No, he's so good at it, and it's a way that's not, if he's
Confrontational.
if he's trying to help you improve something, he does it in a way that's not threatening.
Mm-hmm.
And then just when it's time to have fun with the kid, had fun with the kid, and so, we're definitely trying to fill that void with with Coach Moran being gone for the last couple of years, and getting Connor back, I think helps a ton. Got some young guys that used to play for me, Jaden and Carson, that are doing a great job of pumping energy into it. And then we got Keaton as our JV coach, and so got a young staff, but a fun staff, and so we're
Your
having
brother,
fun. Yep.
your brother left. Connor left Wood River
Yep.
after 1 year.
Yep.
Came back to be an assistant with you.
Yep.
How much do you think he's learned from just that 1 year?
Man,
Like, is there a change? Is there a difference? He's going to be a dad too, so that matters.
and that was a huge part of the decision to come back to Kearney, right? Living in Kearney,
Right.
Not driving 30 miles away. I know he enjoyed the kids he had at Wood River. They had quite a bit of success, and so just to see him go to a program and do that and be successful and have kids take to coaching, I think was something cool for me to watch. But yeah, I mean, he's anytime you do something for a year, you learn that there's a little bit more to it than just basketball, right?
Right.
And so responding to emails from you and
Yeah.
all these other media guys, and just different things you got to deal with.
He
But
learned a lot.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I think he'll appreciate kind of what all that goes into it, and then he's a good basketball mind, and that's
Yeah.
what he's.
He's probably a good practice player too.
Yeah, he would be a great practice player. Yeah, but yeah, he gives us some pieces that we didn't have a Jason Green last year
No.
to be able to go against, and so he
That's
would
actually a
help.
decent comparison there.
Yeah, Jason's better, but yeah,
Yeah,
there's no
he's-
question that's a good comparison.
So this is something I always give you guys a hard time about. But who's winning one-on-one today? Who's cheating first?
I'm
though?
cheating first. And it's within the rules of the game a little bit. You know, I'm playing a little old man style.
Right.
He's pretty good. I'm
Yeah.
definitely on my downhill slide here, and so
But you were a good player and all that.
we beat him in golf today. If that means
That
anything.
matters
yeah,
a little bit.
Me and
Right.
Moran took it to him.
How and your other brother Riley, right?
Yep.
And he's going through some health stuff.
Yeah, so
was that like a big scare for your family, just knowing
Yeah.
what your dad went through?
Yeah, and that's part. I mean, my dad had the similar disease
Yeah.
that Riley has, and Riley's known about it for a while, but it just kind of got progressively
Right.
worse here in the last year, and so needed to get on a transplant list and got on it, and it went fast. I mean, my mom thought he had a chance at half of a liver and got out there and was on a plane that night at 5 o'clock, and now she's
out there, right?
yeah, and she's got to help take care of him for a while. I think it's 3 months, and so it's definitely not done yet. You know, it's just getting started. But he definitely needed the liver, and we're thankful that he got it. So really hoping for a good recovery.
Right. Is back to basketball. Your most memorable. Oh, look at that. Most.
Yeah, you guys better cast. This is our funny spot.
Come on, give us a little show here. See that vertical?
Yeah.
That's a high flyer.
It's like higher than yours.
That's a high flyer. Is this 2K?
Higher than your vertical.
No way.
Not higher than Connor's.
You just gotta mess around with them.
Oh, look at that.
You gonna touch this one or not?
3.
You calling 3?
Should we check?
Pounds?
Should we check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pounds? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Is that how you measure fish?
Yep.
Yep.
Length?
See, that's why basketball and there's measurables, you know,
Right.
it's competitive. The day you think you figure it out, you got to go back to the drawing board and figure it out again the next time. There's so many similarities.
320.
Let's
Is
go,
that good?
baby.
3
Is that
pound.
good?
We're-
Yeah,
we're-
3, almost 3 1/4.
We're trying for a 5-pounder.
Oh yeah,
That'd be real big.
in the springtime, they're all over.
You gonna touch this one?
I feel like I need.
God, these are thick, healthy ones though, Parker. It's
grab
just
it right
sandpaper.
there, huh?
It's just sandpaper.
Don't do that.
Golly. you,
All right, hold on.
go ahead. You told me you're good at initiating relationships. This is a relationship.
Look I'm touching a fish.
There you go.
Barely. All right, ready, bud? See ya.
Boy.
Most memorable game that you've coached or been a coach in or a part of as a coach?
I mean, there's quite a few that come to mind. I mean, home games at Kearney High are
Right.
unbelievable. And so there's
I think I know two.
a game where we played against Norfolk that
Yeah.
was 12 game winning streaks, and we ended up beating them that
was the
game,
one.
and then they beat us, or they ended up winning a state championship
Yeah.
that year. So right off the top, I mean, we played so many good teams at home. Bellevue West just came to home.
Yeah.
Creighton
Chucky
Prep.
hit the last
Yeah, I
minute.
mean, we've seen the Wisconsin
second
shot
shot.
before, right? Yeah, it's nothing new to us guys in Nebraska.
Yes.
We've seen it all before. So maybe to the nation it is,
Yeah.
but not to us. And then state tournament, you have to go state tournament. There's been some crazy district games, so it's hard to just pick one. But our kids have been fortunate to play in some pretty good environments.
What's the key to sustaining success?
It's kind of what we're in right now, right? I mean, I've
Yeah.
never been in a place this long, and so trying to figure out how to keep momentum going and find things that we need to improve on, but still keep our identity the same, so not tweaking the things that have got us to the point where we're at is something that we got to look at. And so the game's ever changing, obviously with the shot clock.
Yeah.
We just got to
I'm
continue
excited for that.
to
I don't
ebb and
know.
flow with how the game changes. And so that's why I like this and fishing, and you're just always learning and learning new things, getting out here with guys that know what they're doing, and so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He's still on. Oh, it's a big one.
Bigger than the first one.
That's good. That's good. Now just pull him. Yep. There you go. Now just guide him in.
Hey,
Oh boy.
that's
All right,
two.
You got
I
this
think
one.
it's 2-2.
I think you're right. We've got video footage.
Yeah. No, you had that little baby one. I'm not pulling that out of there.
You're gonna get this one?
I can touch it, but I'm not gonna pull that out of there.
That was easy. That's a good hook set.
What does that mean?
It means you hooked him good.
Is this how I do this?
Yep.
Whew. That's not funny.
It is funny.
All right,
He's got to get back in the water. Let's go.
I know.
There you go.
Okay.
There you
There
go.
little buddy.
Bye-bye, fishy.
Have a nice day.
We're switching it up here, and I'm going to interview the Mike Sautter. Fishing was kind of tough early. Saw you
For you,
casting in some trees there. Not exactly sure how to cast. What adjustments did you make to catch, your 3 or 4 alleged fish that you caught?
I think it was 5, and I think we tied at 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna live with that. I had a really good coach
Yep.
and really good assistant coaches. So I just took the coaching.
Yep.
And it helped me succeed in the second half, later in the game. So the halftime adjustments were really good.
We've got to credit our fishing coaches.
Very much so.
Parker Nutt and Logan Greeno.
They're like pros. They're doing this almost like a backhanded flip cast thing. I don't know what it was.
They're flipping cover, and
what it's called?
anybody's probably a pro compared to you, but they are really good. And so we got to thank them for letting us come out here and have fun and get you on some fish. And
This is something like years ago. You were like, I gotta you gotta get you fishing. Well,
it's addicting, man. You got to get people out here. So final thoughts on your fishing trip at Kearney, Nebraska, here in the central Nebraska, the heart of Nebraska. The 308.
This is like West Central-ish.
The 308. It's the middle of the United States. There's nothing better than being out here. Go ahead and give us your final thoughts on your fishing trip out here.
First of all, I need to wash my hands immediately.
Who washes their hands?
Second of all, I am very grateful to you and our relationship. We have a great relationship, I think. I think we've become really good friends through basketball.
Yep.
I appreciate your time as always, and your family's time. Your dad was always great to me.
Yep.
Your brother's good to me. Mom's good to me whenever I've seen her.
She's a nice lady. She's nice to everybody, so don't take that too personally.
But here I am trying to get whatever, and you can't. So no, I really do appreciate it, and you do have some life lessons that you've lived through. You've lived through some heartaches and challenges,
yep,
and really tough things, and come out on the better end of it. And life isn't fair for everybody or anybody. It never is. And I think that you exemplify hard work and all of that, and your program does too.
Appreciate it. All right, that's closing thoughts from here at Sunset in the Buffalo County, the greatest county of all time, county number 9. It's like a Sunset Fire thing, like at Texas Tech, right?
Right, yeah.
Fireside chat.
Yeah, we're not going to burn anything, though.
A Hurrdat Sports Network production.